Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Favor Jerry. There are specific areas of our lives that are very important that we work on and keep developing by the day. The priority we place on these areas varies, depends on your goals, your general life's goal, your focus, part-time, the phase you are right now in your life and all of that. So I'll be sharing with you some of these areas that are necessary that you work on based on my own point of view and how it has helped me, how I have worked with it in the past and how it has helped me, the times that I wasn't putting all this in consideration, and how I failed at it, and the lessons I've learned, and how far I have gone in self-development. Let's take a look at adaptability. This is an aspect of everyone's life that we need to work on to get better at it. We need to develop your ability to adapt to probably new environment, or to adapt to people, your ability to adjust and fit into new environment. Before now, I feel that once you get to a new environment, you try um, to get involved, relate, associate, and kind of like get used to the environment, ask questions and all of that. But right now, I have realized that when you get to a new environment, the very first thing you need to do is to pause, step back a little, and observe your environment. Observe, take notes, look at how the people who were there before you are going about their activities. Look at how they speak, how they do things, how they relate, how they associate, and all of that before you bring in yourself. It is very important to look at your environment, survey your environment, take note of your environment, and fit in. In as much as it is said that when you get to Rome, you should behave like Rome, I would also add that you shouldn't completely behave like the Romes when you get to Rome. Don't forget yourself when you get to an environment. Try as much as possible to adapt, but on the other hand, be yourself. I'll be making a video shortly to break down each of these points that or areas that I'm saying you should work on your self-development in. I'll make a video specifically on each of it to give clearer explanation. So in this video, I'll just be listing them all and be saying just one or two things about them. The next point I'll talk about is relationship. Work on your relationship. Pay attention to the fact that your relationship with your spouse should be different from how you relate with your neighbors, should be different from how you relate with your friends, should be different from how you relate with your colleagues and all of that. So pay attention to your relationships and try as much as possible to relate with this circle of yours in the appropriate way. Yes, I have seen people being lousy and nonchalant around their male friends, you get, and some people being too extreme with neighbors, like things that should be kept private or should be discussed with just friends. You are just loud about it and talking about it in the neighborhood and all of that. Things that you should discuss with just your spouse. You're being very open to everyone and then talking about it to people that you shouldn't talk about. At the end of the day, you feel they betrayed you because they went ahead to tell some other persons what you told them. On the other hand, you were the one who made the mistake of telling them the things that you shouldn't tell them in the first place. So it is important to develop yourself, develop your relationship life, and learn to relate with people based on their relationship with you. Another aspect of life that is really important that you should work on and develop is your communication skills. So communication skill is really deep. So I'm going to be doing a video to elaborate on that. So emotional intelligence is something in the past that I never paid attention to. I never knew it was very important, but then now I have realized it is really very important, and I'm working on my emotional intelligence. I'm a very, very emotional person. So in the past, I have taken seriously what I should neglect. While we are growing up, there's something my parents would always tell me, say, don't pay attention to everything. It is not everything that is said to you that you should respond to. It is not everything you should be emotional about. But then right now that I'm growing up and trying to balance up my life and then work on the things that I need to work on and try to develop at this aspects of my life, that I'm really getting to understand what they were referring to or what they meant. Emotional intelligence is very important, and it will help you a great deal if you're emotionally intelligent. There are things you shouldn't pay attention to, there are things you shouldn't give your voice to, there are things you shouldn't give your ears to, there are things you shouldn't get emotional about, there are things you should just control your emotions on. Getting angry when you shouldn't be angry. It is important to work on your emotions, develop that aspect of your life also. Let's take a look at time management. Time management is very important, and as adults, we need to pay attention to how we use our time. We need to pay attention to how we allocate our time. The things we allocate our time on, are they very important? What are your priorities? Are you allocating your time based on your priorities? This is also an aspect of life that you need to consider and work on, get developed at. It's a gradual process with time. Once you start, once you become deliberate with your time and you start to allocate your time properly, at the end of the day, you find out that you have actually achieved a lot within a short space of time compared to when you were not allocating your time properly, or when you weren't paying attention to your time and making use of the time management skills. Let's take a look at continuous learning. Is an aspect of your life that you should develop and continue to develop. In this part of the world, we have the nursery school, the primary school, secondary school, um, the tertiary. But then, when it comes to learning, when it comes to continuous learning, you shouldn't put a full stop after your tertiary education. It is important to continue learning. There are different aspects of life, and you can decide to choose an aspect of life per time to learn. Don't just focus on your field of study alone. It is important to know much about your health. It is important to know about your body. It is important to know about your emotional life. It is important to know about your environment, technology. It is important to know about sciences. You can't be in school learning communication and learning medicine at the same time. But then it is important to learn at least 18 from all these aspects of life or fields of study, so that when you get to an environment, when people are talking, you at least you can make input, even if that isn't your field of study. And apart from that, for your own good, it is good to be knowledgeable. It is good to learn, continuous learning. In short, this generation, we have no excuse, because technology have made it really easy. You can take online courses, you can just go on Google and browse on subjects that you want to know, and then here you are with lots of information on those subjects. So if we don't have an excuse, you can buy books that are not even in your field of learning or in your field of study, just to learn, just to acquire knowledge. So developing yourself in that aspect is also very important. Continue to learn, don't stop learning. Continue to take courses, don't stop taking courses. Get better at your field, and get knowledgeable at fields that aren't even your field. Setting and achieving goals, this is an aspect of life that is very important and crucial. It is important to set goals. It is important to achieve your goals, to get your target. Basically, these are the aspects that I'll be talking about in this video. There are many, many more aspects of life that we need to develop. But then, for now, this is it. And like I earlier promised, I'll be making a video to elaborate on each of it. So do stay tuned and anticipate these videos. Ensure to like this video, drop a comment, subscribe to this channel, and share if you can. Until my next video, God bless you.